everybody, welcome back to another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News, the show that has a lot of stuff in the background. And a lot of you were asking questions. You were like, what is all this, Jesse? Well, we're doing that thing where every so often we pile up all the stuff we have in the office, and then we see what we got, and then we do a stream, and we give it all away. We're in the process of that now. We're cataloging. So hang in there. Some good free stuff headed your way. Today in the news, I wanted to jump back and talk about some stuff we were discussing earlier this week. Because when addressing the issues of Blizzard and its union problems, I mentioned that here in California, new laws make it so that we can see what game dev companies are paying employees. And I am absolutely fascinated by all of this. Over on gamesindustry.biz, they looked through multiple job listings from over 20 major companies to see if there was anything job seekers could learn from this newly mandated transparency. And here are some of the conclusions drawn. Activision Blizzard and Warner Brothers pay the least. In the world of QA, which is where we talked about most of the union activism coming from in Activision Blizzard, there they are paying significantly less than their competitors, as you can see here. When it comes to UX designers, you still see Blizz is down towards the bottom, and the trend continues to pretty much hold up throughout the entire thing. But the big takeaway for me was that the number one place to work if you're an engineer, Roblox? That's right, Roblox. I might not understand it, but the numbers say what they say. The additional takeaway that I thought was interesting is that out of all the companies, Bungie and Ubisoft are among those who seem to be posting the narrowest ranges. Therefore, according to the websites, they're more indicative of what you'll actually be paid, instead of something like Netflix, which has a huge range, and you don't really know where you're gonna fall into that. Speaking of Ubisoft, before you decide to work there, following weaker than expected sales, the delay of Skull and Bones, which we talked about, and canceling some unannounced games with plans to make a €200 million cut in costs over the next 2 years, it seems wild then that the CEO of the company, Yves Guillemot, had this to say to employees. Today, more than ever, I need your full energy and commitment to ensure that we get back on the path to success, he wrote. I am also asking that each of you be especially careful and strategic with your spending and initiatives to ensure we're being as efficient and lean as possible. The ball is in your court to deliver this lineup on time and at the expected level of quality and show everyone what we are capable of achieving. Bro, what? You made some terrible calls with your lineup and then put money towards stupid stuff like NFTs, and now you're saying to employees that they gotta salvage the whole thing and step it up and make sacrifices to really bring the goods? Get out of here. That's stupid. You're stupid. Anyway, if we're gonna be in this world of weird game dev strategy that makes no sense, we might as well talk about this. John Smedley, former president of Sony Online Entertainment, co-creator of EverQuest, and now Amazon Game Studio head, well, not anymore, because according to Bloomberg, he quit. Despite having been at Amazon Games since 2017, he didn't launch a single game. But what Amazon did do is cancel a lot of them. Remember when they were making a new Lord of the Rings MMO or all those other games? I remember. On PC Gamer, they said part of the company's early strategy, spearheaded by studio head Mike Frazzini, was big ticket hires. Developers like Kim Swift, Portal, Clint Hawking, Far Cry 2, and Smedley, all of which have left now. And with Amazon's next big effort to publish a Tomb Raider game, Amazon Games has the exact same problem as Netflix Games. A company with a lot of money, and someone was like, what if we get into games? And then they just went for it with no real direction, and they just kind of squandered for a while, and now maybe trying something new. It's the exact same thing, just on different scales. And now, years later, we're seeing how this lack of vision is paying off. Speaking of vision, that's a segue. Get your eyeballs, yup, here we go, on all my social media things. I'm over on the Twitter at Jesse Cox, on Instagram at NotoriousCox, on TikTok at Jesse Cox TikToks. Not that creative. And I'm all over the place. You can find me wherever. I would love it if you would follow me there and, make me feel good. It's really what this is. Anyway, that's it for me. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow for another episode of 5 Minute Gaming News.